I'm Sarah.
I'm Dario.
And each episode will visit a new destination,
bring you tips, share itineraries,
and tell you our wildest stories
as we travel while POC.
And today we are flying to Rome, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Our bags are packed with these 3 essentials. Dario, 3 essentials. Go ahead.
I need my camera. I need some good-ass walking shoes because I know this is an old-ass place. Okay.
You mean cobblestone?
Cobblestone, yep. Long,
uphill, downhill?
Rocky bricks, walking over that. Yep.
Rocky bricks.
And I need an abundance of drawers, okay?
What's for the non...
For the non-ethnics?
what are draws?
Underwear. I need it. You never know.
Yeah.
Walking around, get sweaty down there.
We'll have a little story about that.
Uh-oh.
For me, my 3 essentials are an iPad with all my shows on there. I can't be alone with my thoughts. I need the shows on there.
It sounds scary.
It's an 8-hour flight.
Yeah.
I don't know what movies they're going to have on there.
You're going to be asleep half the time. More than half.
No. False. False. End of story.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Next thing, I need my little bathroom bag, my bathroom essential bag. My poop essential bag, if you may. I need a poopery. I need napkins, wipes, hand sanitizer, tissues, Kleenex. You know the little Kleenex, little Kleenex pouches
for the bathroom.
Yeah, so you could wipe.
You get full blown tissue. Forget a napkin.
Well, I don't know what the correct word for it
tissue.
is.
I mean, what is now that I think about
Paper
it?
Towel. I don't know. I just buy those Kleenex.
Going up in there with Barney.
Stop. Just walking around with toilet paper.
Okay, all right.
Don't get toilet paper rolls.
First episode.
You know, hand sanitizer and all of that good stuff goes in my fanny pack.
Yeah.
That's all I carry. I don't carry a purse. I don't carry none of that shit. It goes in a fanny pack. That's what if we're walking around, I'm wearing a fanny pack.
Okay. All right. You do be wearing a fanny pack.
I do. But now, let's take off.
Let's take off. We gone. Yeah. Y'all feel that?
Emotionally?
You just went to Rome, baby.
Yeah, you did.
That's Sicily as hell, but you went to Rome. You went to Rome. Let me give you some fun facts about Rome.
Hit us.
What?
Hit us.
Hit us. Yeah. Rome was founded April 21st, 753 BC.
You could tell, too.
Yeah. See, that shit old as hell.
Hell.
It's pretty, though.
Yeah.
Capital city of Italy, of course, has 10.3 million annual visitors.
Yeah, and you know the best time to visit Rome?
When?
Mid-March through May or mid-September through April.
Mid-September. I'm sorry.
We're gonna get flagged before this episode even
You
goes
knew
up.
I know. You knew I was about to kick it off.
I knew you were. That those like hell on earth months are
Just
June through August.
It's just like Chicago.
Do you hate yourself? It
can't be that bad.
Not only is it hot and humid, but also like as a tourist, you're gonna be walking a lot. It's over.
That's where the draws come in handy.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna need more than
you had them bad boys on deck.
You're gonna need tissue paper under your boobs. You're gonna be swamp ass.
What?
You need powder between your thighs.
Damn.
It's a whole ordeal. You don't need to do that.
Okay.
Go in May.
Just avoid all that drama.
Avoid.
Y'all, the population is 2.9 milli.
You'll be breaking out all over the place.
She's got bumps everywhere. Anyway, population is 2.9 million. Just a little bit over Chicago. So if you ever been to Chicago, that's we got 2.7 million. So just a few hundred more over there. But speaking of Millie, I got our first world history very fun fact here. Do you know how we came upon the word mile?
I don't.
Y'all could probably already tell by the fact that I'm asking about mile. It's from Rome. Latin, way back when, and the original etymology of it is
that's a big word.
That's a big ass word. Your boy got through it on the first try.
Yeah,
you know that.
Said it like you said it before.
That was a that was a 3-syllable word.
It's more than.
There's a more than etymolo. Damn.
Yeah.
When you say it like that, that's a lot. Anyway,
it's like 5 syllables.
Mille Passus, or I believe that's how it's pronounced. That's where it derived from.
Probably not how it's pronounced.
Well, that's how a POC is going to say it. That translates to 1,000 paces. And where that came from is when the Romans were walking, they equated 1,000 paces to about equated to 5,000 Roman steps. So they actually counted their footsteps. The actual Romans.
Oh.
Yeah, so they
Wouldn't
kind
it
of
have made more sense if it was just 1,000 Roman steps?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. But so that's where mile derived from, because what would happen is they would take the mile every time they went 1,000 paces, they would put an obelisk in the spot to mark where they were. So mile marker, y'all, came from that. From that history. But now check this out. Because they were on obelisk, and where our term milestone came from is that, because those were the stones that marked a mile. Wow. And you can find these in museums in some few places. Most of them are not still in the mile marker spot. But you can find them in museums. And there's your history on how mile derived and milestone.
That's really cool.
Derived from Rome.
Like
there you go. Yeah. Early coin. Oops, hold on. Got the y'all get used to this. This shit happens. There it is.
It's a live production.
Live production,
but
baby.
Also not live.
Yeah, not live. But we in Rome, y'all.
We are in Rome. We are at Airport Leonardo da Vinci Fiumicino.
Well, hey, go ahead. Oops. That was God.
That was by itself.
That was.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't speak Italian, but I do speak Spanish.
That shit sound good to me.
I swang it.
You swang. It's close to Spain, so you was good.
Yeah, kinda.
You said that like, look at the map, my boy.
Your book right there got a map on it. But yes, this airport, the code for this airport is FCO. And if you don't want to make a mistake that I once made, look at the code. FCO.
FCO.
Sure.
FCO. Yeah, just say that. Yeah, I know. What mistake did you make?
So many eons ago, before my frontal lobe was fully formed, I was booking a flight to Florence. And I thought I was going to Florence, Italy for $300, but I ended up booking a flight to Florence, North Carolina.
Wait a minute.
So don't do that. Look at the code. Make sure it is the correct city you're going to.
So you thought for $300, what was you flying from?
Chicago.
You was flying from here, and you thought you was getting across the world.
It's doable.
And $300.
It's
No.
This was many years ago.
No, not even before the before times. This was possible.
This was before the well
before.
Here I was on the phone with the airline begging.
They said, "No, you're going to Florence, North Carolina. Shut up.
Have fun.
Have fun
in North.
Don't
Carolina.
get taken back. No, I'm just playing.
Stop.
I'm just playing. No.
I did cancel the flight.
You canceled it?
Yeah.
But did you get your money back?
Yes.
Oh,
I cried on the phone.
So
I was a college student. I was broke.
You said, I'm broke. I ain't gonna eat. I ain't gonna eat.
Anyway, so we are at the airport. The good thing about Rome is this is probably the airport you're going to be flying into. It's the main airport. Here are two things I do at the airport as soon as I land.
What?
First thing, I exchanged a bit.
Sorry.
Use a poop bag.
I mean, your poop.
I don't
fanny pack.
have a poop bag. Oh. Forgot about that for a second. I exchange a bit of pocket money. I don't actually exchange all of the money in the airport. You get better rates outside in the city. But I do exchange some pocket money in the airport. And then get a SIM card.
Yeah.
Get a SIM card for your phone. It's super cheap to get a temporary SIM card. You can do an eSIM right now and just activate your phone. Instead of using and if you're in Europe, you can use that SIM card all over Europe. It's the same phone number. Yeah. There's no like roaming in Europe. So.
And look, I used to work at AT&T, y'all. Don't come in my face or anybody's face asking if your phone is gonna work. There's rules to it. Make sure you got what you need to get done. So if you want to use your phone over there, that's all I got to say. Those people we go through a lot when we went through a lot.
Yeah.
Had people yelling and shit, talking about my phone is what you mean? I gotta pay it off. You gotta pay it off.
Well, that's just AT&T, but like Verizon, it's like 90 days.
Just figure your shit out before you come in my face.
Or if you're
Pause. Okay.
You're so toxic. You're so toxic.
No, we good. We good here. Carry on, world. Hey, welcome to the.
Anywho. So leaving from the airport in Rome, it's actually super easy to get into the city center. There's a fast train that goes back and forth between city center and the airport that you could just catch for like 16 euros. So we took that into the city center, and then we took a bus to our airport. Very manageable. Their public transit system is actually very like stupid friendly.
Yes.
Because just with Google Maps, you could literally manage that shit. Like, you don't need to have any prior experience of, like, here's the thing. My mom, who does not speak English or Italian, but she thinks she does, managed public transit. you know how mom
slight with your mom.
My mom literally is the type that, like, she only speaks Arabic, but she thinks she speaks, like, Spanish and French.
Your mom is confident.
It's, like, delusional confidence.
But she be confident. Your mom will walk out in the middle of a street with cars. I done seen it.
Wild.
Wild. Like, ma'am, you gonna get
Don't
hit.
be like my mom.
That is a machine.
Do not do what my mom does.
Then she laughed when she laughed. She do her little laugh like they should have moved. What?
And she a whole 4'11". You know what I mean? She is 4'11".
You know,
110 pounds. Just
wet.
Literally. My God, this woman. Anyway, so yeah, super easy public transit. I recommend you use public transit in transit in Rome. You don't need to really Uber around.
Yeah, no.
And if you're trying to be fraudulent, you can actually use the bus for free. But it's illegal.
Look, it's illegal.
And if you get caught, you get fined.
Right.
Don't say I didn't tell you.
How many euros?
150.
Man. Now here's the thing, y'all. Here's why
Did we get fined?
We did not.
Were we bandits?
But here's the thing. I didn't see nobody else paying for it. Because here's the thing, y'all. You can get on the front of the bus.
I saw people pay.
I saw people paying.
Yeah.
But the ones that didn't know how to work the system. Look, if ain't nobody going to stop you.
They might.
They might.
The thing is, it's a gamble.
See? Right. And I'm a gambling man. I'm a gambling man.
It's kind of like
I think that was $8 every time. Like, I mean, a few dollars. Not $8. My bad, y'all. That was $8.
$8.
But like $2.50 every time. Granted, we do that in Chicago. Chicago, beat your ass. If you don't you can't get on the bus.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
they don't have that there. You can get on the bus in the front or the back. Hey, don't talk to the driver because they're gonna look at you stupid.
Yeah, they do not care.
Yeah.
Just get out of my face. Yeah, right. Get out of my face.
Yeah. But yeah, so we made it to the hotel. The reason we picked the hotel that we picked, it's slightly outside of like the main area where like the Colosseum and stuff like that are. Here's the thing. If you've never been to Rome, the Colosseum, the Pantheon, the Trevi Fountain, like all that shit is really close to each other.
Very close.
And
that's like called the Colosseum area, some shit like that.
The Colosseum area. That's a technical term.
Meanwhile, I got hiccups. Can't even defend myself.
But we stayed almost like a 10-minute bus ride outside of that area.
Yeah.
And we saved like $400.
Yeah, easy.
Like legit.
Switching to Geico. That was easy. It was so good. Honestly. And
the hotel was super nice.
Right.
You all right?
My hiccups is just out of nowhere.
The hotel was super nice. It was the Best Western Piccadilly, and I like the Best Western in Europe. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, this was nice, with the exception if you've never been outside of of America, and you just your first time in Europe. The elevators tiny, y'all.
Tiny.
Boy, let me tell you. 2 people and 2 bags.
Not
you
doable.
squished in there.
Yeah.
You PB&J. You know what I'm saying? You smashed. You know what I'm saying? Like it is tight, y'all.
Yeah.
And so Sarah, she was scared to go on the elevator.
First of all,
you were scared.
That's an unnecessary detail.
You were scared. You were scared. No, it's not because this was part of the story. We first time we get there. Your ass was like, look, I ain't trying to get on this elevator.
I was like,
myself.
You go and then come down and get me.
Y'all, we got like 4-5 bags. I told you, we can only fit like 2 bags in each one of us on one.
Yeah.
And we got 2 bags left.
And mind you, this is a long trip, so we did get a checked bag.
Yes, each.
We are a team carry-on, but for this trip we did a checked bag.
Yes.
So we each had a checked bag and each had a carry-on.
So some got to give.
So Dario went up with all the bags in the elevator, and I had to wait downstairs by myself.
Yeah.
And then he wouldn't come down and get me, so I had to go.
No. It's not that I wouldn't come down.
You were coming.
She could you could have just easily went up. I'm talking
did.
like you wasn't even in front of me. you could have just came up.
I did.
That's after I had to be like, get your ass on the elevator and come up. Meanwhile, I'm struggling with
hurt.
I know it was.
I hadn't slept in 24 hours.
Meanwhile, I'm struggling with Sarah's. This is the most hated bag.
Right. Okay.
Sarah got this one bag, y'all. That is the front wheels. It's like one of them carry-ons is a fabric bag. A fabric carry-on. I hate. First of all,
don't say fabric carry-on.
It
like
is.
That's an insult.
Look.
It doesn't break.
Shit. That shit broken already. The wheels. It don't stand up, y'all.
No, it's.
So you tell me if it's broken or not.
You just gotta
This
align
bad
the
boy.
wheels correctly.
This right. This bag will stand up for like 2 seconds by itself. You take your eye off, and next thing you know, this bad boy look like it's drunk and just passing out at the bar.
It just needs attention.
Yeah,
It just
okay.
needs a bit of attention.
And it fall at the wrong time.
I've traveled with this bag for like a decade.
And
I'm
that's
like
the
emotionally
problem.
attached to it.
Change the shit. We can change the bag.
No. Well, you can if you subscribe to our Patreon.
For real.
It'll be by Sarah and you carry.
Samsonite, if you listening to this after the first episode,
they're not. No one's listening to this.
what?
No, from Samsonite, I mean.
Anyway.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on because that bag pissed me off.
Let's talk a little bit about the sites that we saw and what?
Wait a minute. The hotel, y'all. Something that we went in May. Okay.
Yeah.
We went in May.
Oh.
We can't slide by this, y'all. So we get to the hotel. Granted, we tired. We sweaty. The swass is starting to kick in. We get to the hotel room. Yeah. Look, tell me why. We trying to turn on the air conditioner. We like this air conditioner don't work.
It should say it says like 26 and 25 in there with Celsius, which is like pretty warm.
It's warm. So I'm trying to turn it on. I'm like, damn, this shit ain't working. And then we were like, you know what? Let's just call the front desk. We get to the phone, don't know how to use the phone. So we in the hotel room sweating our ass off. I had to go back down the tiny ass elevator just to be like, the heat don't work. I mean, the air don't work. He gonna say,
it's winter.
It's winter time. That the heat ain't supposed to be working. It's May. What you mean? It's May.
So you're on the Mediterranean. Turn that shit on.
That was my first.
I know Rome's not on the Mediterranean. Shut up.
That was my first European PLC moment. I was like, bro, we got to sit. It was hot.
We almost thought about going somewhere else.
No, we did. But then we realized
here's the thing. When I booked it, it said AC.
Right.
But I did not realize that they do not turn it on.
Yeah, right.
You can't control it.
No, that shit said, we got it. We just it ain't that season.
So be mindful.
It ain't that season, Playboy.
Bring a fan.
Yeah, bring it.
I have a fan. We did bring fans.
Yeah, that shit wasn't working. Fans. That shit was not working.
But yeah, let's talk about what we saw. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing with visiting a place like Rome. There is so much
history.
Thousands of years of history for you to see. All right.
Yes.
In this episode, I'm not gonna be able to cover everything we saw. I'm not gonna be able to cover everything you could see.
Right.
Okay. So that's not what this is. Yeah. Not for this episode.
Right.
There's too much.
There's too much.
So we're gonna give you highlights. Okay.
We're
gonna give you the best things we saw. Stop it.
That's the next button.
The best things we saw. The worst things we experienced.
Oh God.
And some things I think you should do that you might not see on like all of your itineraries.
Yes.
If you're interested in the full itinerary, you can check out our Patreon. That's the second Patreon drop in like 3 minutes. So get a hint.
Get a hint.
Take a hint. Let's see some your must see touristy things.
Trevi.
Y'all, that was our first stop.
That was the first stop. And so first thing we did in Rome, right? Is saw the Trevi Fountain. Mm-hmm. I literally I had to take my phone, the camera out, and was like, let me get this on because I want this. It is gorgeous, y'all. Yeah. It is absolutely.
You can't imagine how mind blowing it is going to be to see something carved into the side of a building. Like, you know what I mean? Like that part is like crazy.
And here's the thing, y'all. It was packed around there. But you could throw money in there. They got water fountains you could drink out of the fountain.
We both were. Here's the thing. I got the shits 2 days later. I don't know if it was the fountain.
You can't slide by that.
I don't know if the BGs were the fountain. or the meat that I ate that night from that one store that I should not have had meat at.
Yeah, we gonna get to that one. Yeah.
So
hey, Sarah,
that's all I'm gonna say. But people drink. There's public water fountains everywhere.
Let me tell you, that water coming out of that fountain,
the ground everywhere.
it was good.
You'll
it was amazing.
It was very cold.
Tip there, if you got a water bottle, they have these free water fountains everywhere. So get a water bottle.
Yeah, if you see water coming out of the ground, you can drink it. Yeah, I'm just joking. That didn't give me shit. It was definitely the meat.
It was the meat. But the Trevi Fountain. Here's a cool thing about the Trevi Fountain. When you make a wish and you throw your coin back there, that money accumulates, and they actually give that back to people who need in Rome. So women and children.
Was it like 4,000 euros a week?
A week, 4,000 euros a week is what's accumulated out of that fountain, and they clean it out and they give it to people who need it. So you are doing something good when you make a wish there.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's fantastic, man.
Near the Trevi Fountain, there's a lot to see. There's obviously the Pantheon is right there, and then there's a ton of churches that you can go into. Walk through those like little narrow
corridors.
Streets. Yeah. The Spanish Steps are pretty close. All of this stuff is walkable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We walked pretty much everywhere. I would say the only thing that's like non-walkable is if you're crossing across the river, which is another really cool neighborhood, and you go into a different neighborhood. That's where the Trastevere, and that's where the Vatican City is, which we'll talk about in a second. But what do you remember the monument that we went up the stairs all the way up to the top? That one was free.
Which one?
The one with the horse statues.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
Let's see, Dario, pronounce the name of that monument.
Now I got that. Here it is, y'all. That monument. It was in Piazza Venezia.
There you go.
And it was the Monumento a Vittorio Emanuele II. Look at your boy. Come on, and don't. Hey,
you can't give me my coin every time you do that.
I got the board in front of me, so I can't.
But that's there's a lot of free things you can see. That's one of them. You can go in. Mm-hmm. You can walk all the way up the stairs. Just like make sure you go to the gym 2 to 3 months before your trip, so you can make it.
Yeah.
These stairs, and here's the thing. That was one of my BG days.
Now I was about to say that was a BG day for you.
I was dying.
Hey, yeah,
I was dying. My poop bag was used,
and it was a lot of steps. We had to get off the beaten path.
And like when you work out, it activates.
Yeah, y'all. Hey,
and it activated.
True story.
I thought I was good.
Yeah, true story. We get to the top of this thing.
I was like, I gotta go.
We was with kind of like a group in the path. They was pointing people in the right direction. We almost went in the out. We tried to beg. Hey, can we get in? Can we get in here? We had to walk around the thing. Everybody going in, we're going the opposite direction. Where the bathroom at? Inside the monument.
Oh my God. There was a line.
And then a line.
And then you had to pay €1. I was like, I flipping tables.
Fun fact, y'all. Have loose chain euros on you because when you go to some of these bathrooms,
every public bathroom requires €1. But here's the thing: the bathrooms are clean. Yeah. That's why you pay.
Yeah.
So the bathrooms are clean. There's toilet paper, but I still brought my Kleenex.
The brownie. You know, that's too descriptive. But the top of this is literally
the view of the whole city.
The view of the whole city from one side
amazing.
Of it. Though. It is absolutely
and there's another,
gorgeous.
There is an elevator you can take up even higher. But you got to pay for that.
You got to pay.
It's like €36.
The wait is a little bit long.
It is.
But you can see the view of the Colosseum from that angle. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
And you're basically near the Colosseum. So like once you're in that area, there's a museum there. There's another church. You can walk up and down these hills. You see the Palatine Hill, the Forum, like all of that.
You're right next to the Forum.
Yeah, you're basically walking through, like you're about to walk through the Forum. Yeah. There's a church. So I would recommend like just going to one of those and then walking around that, because you could spend the whole day in that neighborhood and like see all this stuff.
There's just old shit just laying around.
The one thing I would say is like the Colosseum, take the tour. I think the tour is worth it. Maybe you don't need to add the hill and the Forum part of the tour to it. I feel like we could have saved some money there. Yeah. But the Colosseum itself there's a lot of people. Mm-hmm. There's a lot to see. There aren't like signs describing what you're looking at, so it's helpful for someone to tell you the story if you're not familiar with it. Yeah. If you want to do your own research and go by yourself, that's great. But we also wanted to skip the line, and part of it was the skip the line ticket cost the same as a tour guide and a skip the line ticket. Yeah. So we just did, and we didn't have to wait in line at all. And anytime you can do that, if you are able to afford to do that, do it.
Hey, let me tell you. Let's talk about Coliseum. Coliseum is one of the. It lives up to my hype, y'all. I love like ancient history. I will research the shit out of Europe, Egypt. I research the shit out of Rome, the Coliseum. But going there, seeing that in real life,
it was so dope.
Surreal. So I got this dope picture. We pull up to we knew we were going because we had been right around it. Like the first time we saw it on the bus, the first time we rode through, and I'm like, damn, there it is. That's crazy. Yeah. And so walking next to him, we knew we were going.
Yeah.
We went, and I'm telling you, it was like I'm like,
yeah,
get the fuck out. So and right where we were, y'all, I got this dope shot of the whole Coliseum from one side because there was no people, and I told Sarah, I was like, Sarah, we got to stop right here.
Honestly, like around at night when they turn the lights on in the Coliseum, and you can see it, and that's also beautiful. We got to see that. We had dinner right near the Coliseum. We usually wouldn't go to eat like near a tourist spot, but we wanted to just be there near the view. Honestly, it's very Instagrammable. So we stopped at this place called Pizza Forum. Yeah. And that was the first time that we had spicy salami, which changed Dario's life.
Changed my life. Hey, look, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say something bold. Pepperoni pizza ain't it. It's not it no more for me. I can't do it. I mean, I could do it, but it is don't hit the same. Yeah. I don't respect it no more.
Damn.
I do not respect pepperoni pizza. It is beneath me.
Damn.
It is.
Beneath you.
Beneath me. I'll have it. I ain't gonna say no to pizza, but like spicy salami need to be brought here to the States.
Yeah,
and it probably is somewhere.
It's Pizza Diavola is like where you would.
It ain't where it ain't everywhere. It needs to be. This needs to be everywhere. And look, first of all, you Italian Americans that consider I consider my friends. I'm calling y'all out.
Yeah,
we friends.
You did message.
I did message. I personally messaged my friends and said, I've been over your mama's house and ate dinner. She never gave me this.
Damn, you mentioned their mamas.
I did. Maria, not this. Like Joe, no.
This generic.
He's like, it is good. He was like, but we ain't eat that. I was like, bro, what? But man, look, what I'm saying, y'all, is look, hey, you can find some, but this got to be authentic. We're right next to. Maybe it was the vibe. Maybe it was the wine.
It was the Dario drank a whole bottle of wine by himself.
So did.
I don't drink, so he wanted to order. He was like, how he liked to trick off.
Yep. Like I like the trick off.
$36 trick off.
Hey, you know what they say? When in Rome. Oh, there it is. That was the one. That was horrible. That was the one. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for that.
One thing we did do when we were around that same night is because we honestly, sometimes we don't want to go to breakfast super early, even though we got up early. We went around the corner. We grabbed some snacks from the grocery store. It's I don't know how you. In Arabic, we say Carrefour, but I don't know how you say it in other languages because we have the same grocery store in Jordan. It's called Carrefour, but I don't know how it's said in English or other languages. But it's basically like a Safeway or something like. It's a grocery store. It's an express. We grabbed snacks and we went back to the hotel. But yeah, that's another. Reco. Here's
a place to go. The Pantheon.
You said that like ain't nobody ever heard of the Pantheon.
You've never heard of it.
Here's a place.
You've never heard of the Pantheon. Yeah.
We made a mistake. We did not pre-book our tickets for the Pantheon, so we couldn't go in. We didn't realize they were going to sell out that quickly. I would say if you are able to, book all your tickets ahead of time.
Yes.
Because we saw it from the outside. The doors open. You can kind of see it inside. You can kind of see inside.
They had masks going on.
They did have masks.
So like this when we went.
Sunday.
I don't think we could have got in anyway because it was actually a mask you could get in.
No, but it said like sold out by like 10 a.m.
Now here's it's gorgeous, y'all. Yeah, like you look at it, you walk around it. It is exactly beautiful. What you think it is. Yeah. It is amazing.
Isn't
to see.
there like a hole in the ceiling?
Yeah, Oculus. Yeah. So the sun comes right through to the top of it, and really then cool. A certain time of year it shines right. At the in a certain location through the door, so it's pretty fire.
Yeah, we did.
Hold on, before we leave that though, we
didn't leave that.
You about to talk about the meat place?
And then the cafe around the corner. But there's right in that piazza, like not piazza, but right in the like entrance area of the Pantheon, there's a meat and cheese shop that has been there for forever. And it's kind of touristy now. Obviously, it's surrounded by tourists, but you walk in and there's like sausage smacking you in your face.
Come on,
from the ceiling.
Come on, man. you knew what
it's hanging from the walls from the ceiling. You get to try samples. Maybe that's what it was. No, I was already down
good.
bad. I was already down bad by then. But yeah, so you get to try some meat. It's a honest, it's aesthetically pleasing.
Yes, it was.
I don't know, like we didn't buy anything from there.
But man,
we tried the samples; they were good.
It was fine. Like you go in there and it's just you could eat. Just because there's so many samples there.
Yeah.
But the food is so good. And actually, you can go in the back area and they had like this little sanctuary of the meat where you like
sanctuary.
Yeah, it was like a
like a fridge?
No. It was like I don't know. Maybe I can't remember. But no, I know. It was like
the storage.
Yes, no, it wasn't storage. It was like you can go back there and they have like meat still hanging and you kind of like hang out in there. It was like it looked like a sanctuary. I'm not even joking.
Sanctuary.
You was out there talking to a dude that was
I remember.
Yeah, but it was like
I
a
wouldn't
sanctuary.
Call it a sanctuary.
It looked like a sanctuary.
Okay. Let's not
that many
get hung
churches.
up on the sanctuary word.
You say let's leave.
You're using the wrong word, but that's irrelevant.
Okay. All right.
Around the Pantheon is also this coffee shop called Cafe San Estuccio. Again, very popular coffee shop. We had a frozen espresso with cream. It's called Granita Campana, which was really delicious. It comes very highly recommended.
Yep.
I would say the one thing is get there early. We got there at like 10, and it was everything was basically sold out.
Yeah.
We got a croissant with custard in it, which was really delicious. But the one we wanted with lemon curd was gone.
Yeah, I know. I would, but the custard joint was
good.
That was good. That was very good, and the cookie straw thing was good.
The chairs were flimsy though.
The chairs were yeah. I mean, most of
it's a very busy area.
Very busy.
The place is super busy. It's very popular.
It was around.
So go early.
Yeah, wasn't it around the corner from
the Pantheon?
The Pantheon, but also ain't it close to like Piazza Navona?
Yeah.
Which Piazza Navona, a very dope place you should visit.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah, super cool.
It's it wouldn't call it as a square because it's like an oval shape.
Yeah.
It's literally an oval shape because it was used as a what's the word?
A hippodrome.
Hippodrome.
Yeah.
There it is.
If y'all don't know what a hippodrome is, shame on you. No. You've heard it. No, but a hippodrome is used to be where they do jousting and where they do like the chariot races. And so that whole area, if you see it top down, is shaped like a hippodrome.
Yeah.
In a big oval.
There's so much history in that piazza. There's a few churches, basilicas with really cool domes. There's actually a spot where you can see 3 of them at the same time. It's a really, really cool thing. Check out the history.
Speaking of which, I took my drone. I don't know if this is going to violate any laws, me saying this.
No.
But I took my drone up.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, I was scared as shit, y'all. I was scared as hell because, I looked at the laws over in the EU, and they say you can take your drone up.
Yeah.
Now, we were pretty close to the Vatican, but like not close. You know what I'm saying? Not even close, but close enough, I guess. As soon as I take the drone up.
You took it up closer.
I did. I mean,
took it up right at the
Well,
Vatican.
here's what happened, y'all. So I had my drone. No, I didn't take it right up by the Vatican.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah. That's right. I did take it up. Right when we left the Vatican.
Literally.
Hey, y'all, as soon as we left the Vatican, I was like, planes up. Anyway.
There's a drone shot of St. Peter's, like, right in front of you.
Yeah, it is. But the first time I took it up, this is what happened, y'all. I was scared. Because as soon as I took it up, it had a message popped up on the screen and said, hey, put in your phone number or something like that, or give us your information. And I was like, oh.
For what?
Not doing that. And so I was about to.
We're not about to do that.
Yeah, I was about to bring it down. But then I was like, wait, I'm still controlling this with the message on the screen and it's recording. So what I did was I said, let me just push it up in the air. And I didn't know if it was going to stop it. Yeah, that's what he said. I took it up, and that's when I saw all the drone, like the churches Sarah was talking about in the chapels. Man, that view was sick up there.
It was so cool.
I flew it just a little bit, and then I was like, let me take it down. Got the shot I needed. But man, I was like,
cool.
ooh, that was
very cool.
That drone shot.
Near Piazza Navona is also one of the restaurants that we tried that was very good, called Osteria de Fontanata. It's actually so popular. There's 2 locations across, like, kitty corner from each other.
Y'all, I don't think you heard what she just said. There's the same restaurant across the corner.
Because they needed that much space.
The wait is 2 hours long.
Yes.
If you get there late.
No reservations.
No reservation.
Good luck. We
waited.
We left at 10 p.m. and there was still a line.
People were waiting.
Yeah. And the grandma sitting in the window making pasta.
Man, look. And that pasta was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And if you're a picky eater, Italy is a good place because everything is like 5 ingredients.
Yeah, right.
It's like cheese, olive oil.
Yeah. I think that's something that you should know. When you go in, like, especially Italy and a lot of the place over there.
You're going to be familiar with most of the ingredients.
Yeah. The food is going to be the same. But now here's the thing, is that as good as similar as the food was, this shit, it tastes different almost every day. I was like, but in a good way. Yeah. Like, it was some things that was bad, but like.
Some shit was scrambled eggs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we had some carbonara that was just like.
Horrible.
Go home.
Scrambled eggs.
It was nasty.
It was so bad.
But the good shit is like I could not get it. We made it a point to like get carbonara every restaurant we went.
We found the best one we had was at a place called Sor Lucia, which was near the Trevi. So you're gonna pass all of the touristy Trevi restaurants and you're gonna keep going up this super high hill.
Eat in the city.
It's the only Sor Lucia restaurant in Rome. So like you'll be able to Google it.
Yes.
No one there speaks English.
No.
So good luck.
Yeah.
You're gonna point.
But they're nice though.
They're super nice.
Yeah.
And we got carbonara, tiramisu, top 2 items we had.
Top 2 items.
This whole trip.
The whole trip. That pizza for me. The pizza by the forum. That's top
decent.
3.
But you can't fuck up pizza. You could fuck up a carbonara.
Yeah, you can't fuck up a carbonara. But man,
the pizza was good. Let's get off the pizza.
Yeah. So Lucia, that carbonara.
Amazing.
Look, y'all. If you go here, you ain't never had carbonara like this. Period.
You confident?
Confident. Chest out. Chest out.
Barry loves to do that.
I love to do that.
But once you're done in that area of like the Trevi, the Colosseum, all these monuments, all of the basilicas, walk into random churches. Like you can walk into the churches. At first I was like, can we go in? Can we not go in? Is it weird? Whatever. No, the door is open. Just walk in. Just walk in.
And specifically going from Piazza Venezia, where the Vittorio Emanuele monument. If you walk down that main street, you can literally, you just literally going from one place to the next and church to church. Yeah. Gorgeous stuff.
Yeah. Super.
You know what scared me? Because I was talking about the churches.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't want to say it. Gorgeous.
Yeah. It was really beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you about to say, but I was
about to cross the river, but.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Cross the river.
Well,
Tiber River.
Yes. And, we went to the Vatican, so I would
that's what I was going to
look at the Vatican. I would say eat before you go to the Vatican because you will die. We had sandwiches before we went, and then we took a tour. So that was one of the other tours that we paid for. Skip the line, and a 3-hour tour.
Yes, this is a must see attraction and must get a tour because if you don't, tour guide. If you don't,
there's so much to see.
You are going miss some stuff, but you're gonna be in a line, trying to get in.
So a few years ago, I went with my sister, and when I tell you, we stood in line for like 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
not worth standing in line.
Not worth
to save the I don't know
because then you still don't even see everything.
Right.
For 3.5 hours, we went in the Vatican and saw everything. Now here's the thing. Here's where the most surprising thing about this Vatican that I ain't never heard nobody say this. You just go to the Vatican, the Sistine Chapel, St. Peter's, Basilica, you talk about all that. But the magic is at the very, very beginning of the tour. When you do the tour, you meet with your tour guide. They give you these dope-ass headsets. You put in your ear so the tour guide can kind of take you around. And,
so you don't have to wait to listen to someone. They're talking.
Crowd around her, because it's a bunch of people. But you go into like the main hall area, right? The main part, which is you enter Vatican City. Y'all, they give a history lesson on the Sistine Chapel and how it was formed and created and why this. Man,
because you can't really talk when you're in there.
No, you can't. Man, the history that you learn,
super dope.
That was to me, along with of course, I like the Roman Colosseum. Yeah, that was dope. Those 1, 2 for me. Not the other Colosseum. Yeah, not the Chicago one. But those two were by far the must see things. And then walking through the Sistine Chapel, through the Vatican City, what'd you say? 21.
21 museums.
You everything.
And here's the thing: when you get that ticket, you might not hit every single museum. They're not going to stop at every single museum to show it to you. But once you reach the end of the tour at St. Peter's, you have the option of going up the dome to St. Peter's. You also have the option of going back through the museum. So like your tour is over, but you want to explore more. You can do that. You can go back into the museum. So definitely worth it.
Fun fact about that, going up to the dome in St. Peter's. We were going to do it.
Then they said it was like over 400 steps.
So that's the thing. So it's 400 steps without the skip the line, without the elevator part.
Correct.
It's 200 steps still with the skipping, with taking the elevator.
It's narrow.
And it's narrow.
And it's spiral.
When I tell you the POC came out of me,
I was like, what?
Me and Sarah was like, nah,
for
son.
For what?
Nah.
We went to so many roofs.
No.
What?
Why you saying like that?
Why I gotta go up to a dome?
Rufus.
He said the sign said 220 after the. I was like, after.
After it was a brother that did it. So the brother
he tapped us.
The brother was like, hey man,
hey,
look, y'all do look in shape. I'm not trying to judge you, but it's 200 plus steps still.
And he said narrow and spiral.
Yeah, and we were like, is it worth it? He said. Yeah, right. He said.
I was like, okay, that's all I need.
That's
to
all I
hear.
hear. Hey, brother, I'm gonna take your advice, man. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So
we sure did.
Keep that in mind. There's dope views anywhere.
Yes.
And that right there, there's
one of the places that we went to that had a dope view where we got rained on almost. It really was karma why we got rained on. But it was the Villa Borghese. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. But it's really not the villa. It's the gardens surrounding the villa that are dope. And the best way to explore the gardens is to rent a bike. It's not really one singular bike. It's like two seats next to each other, and one person is pedaling. Yeah. And that person that was pedaling was Dario.
Wait a minute. Okay, here. So let's take it back a little bit, because me and Sarah were both clowning, right? We were walking.
I was like, look at all these people.
Because it was a little slight drizzle, and people had umbrellas out.
I was like, do they even know what Chicago looks like?
And so right. So this was the most ego Chicago disrespectful shit. Yeah. Me and Sarah was like, look at these little punk ass with the little rain.
I was like, umbrella?
Umbrella for what?
For what?
Y'all, let me tell you. This whole story, get prepared, because this shit.
I was wearing a jean skirt that then turned translucent. That's how much it rained.
Man, first of all, the year was 2023. Why did I say
jean, not denim?
I don't know. The year was 2023, and your boy had a powder blue pineapple shirt on. Why was I doing that? I don't know why. But I was feeling myself.
You were.
Like minutes later.
Like
torrential downpour.
I'm wetter than I am in the shower.
Wetter than I.
No.
Okay, and it was torrential, y'all. And then here's what happened.
Well,
I had to go use the bathroom.
Dario has the bladder of a child.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Your boy is almost 40, and so
the bladder of a child.
So things happen, But I had to go, and we had to go up a hill. Y'all, we walking
Dario
up this
had
hill.
To find a euro.
I'm cutting. Yeah, I'm jumping over things. I'm going through bushes to hurry to get at all at the top. We see
slipping and sliding on these steps.
Sarah, like, I'm not stepping in the mud. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going up here because it's coming out. And so we get there. Sarah waiting. I go up there. He's like, it's a euro. We had just given away our euro too.
We sure did.
I was like, baby, you got a euro somewhere. We digging around. It's starting. I'm panicking now.
My poop bag was empty.
And I'm panicking. We found one so quick. I went in, released. That was the first moment that we knew, okay, you need euros.
Yeah.
Because the bathrooms, you just can't pull up.
You can't.
Then we continue.
Yeah. So we went up to the gardens. We rented the bike. And all you have to do is you give them your ID, you pay for the bike. They hold on to your ID, and then you get it back when you return your bike. You get it for an hour.
Yeah.
And it's plenty because, you're paddling around, you're stopping, you're looking at stuff. We're looking at views. The cool thing is the top of the gardens, you can see across to the top of the monument.
Yes.
That we were just talking about a little bit earlier by the Coliseum.
Yeah.
So it's like the opposite view.
It's a dope view.
Really cool.
Yeah, dope view.
And so Dario's on this little bike, okay, pedaling through this little garden.
And it's raining.
It's drizzling, raining harshly.
Yep.
Drizzling, raining harshly. And we are going down this one road.
Mm-hmm. That's a road, y'all. And cars on it.
And then we get to like a straight shot that's kind of like slightly downhill, so it's speeding, and then it goes uphill.
Yeah.
And the uphill part, Dario's pretending like it's hard, and he's slowing down a little bit. Okay, I'm telling the story.
Wow.
I'm the story connoisseur here. So he's going up this hill pretending like it's hard or whatever, and then we get to this part that's a cul-de-sac. Right? So it's around, and there's a fountain in the middle. So you got to go around the fountain to turn around and go back. So like logically, where do you go? You go right, and then you circle the fountain and you come back, right? Okay, that's what you would do. So Dario is going up this hill.
No.
And just slowly starts leaning left until we fall in a ditch.
Y'all, I'm not leaning left.
No. You are, like, we could have just stopped. He could have just hit the brakes and stopped.
No.
But he didn't.
Y'all. Here's the thing. I'm panicking, okay? Also, and
for no reason.
Here's the thing.
Literally no reason.
First of all, I'm pedaling for 2 people, okay? Let's say that. I'm pedaling for 2 people.
And
it's heavy. It's hard.
Wow.
That shit was hard.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It is. And the bike was going uphill. My knees ain't ready for this. My knees weren't ready. 40. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing this, right? The part where we start to slow down, I'm looking... Because the bike I'm struggling to get it up and move it. The wheel was hanging off on this the curb part. It was hanging off.
Which you could have stopped right there.
I could have, but I couldn't. Because if I had stopped, it would have tipped over right there.
Which it did.
Which it
did, and then I slid.
She slid.
And slashed my shin. And I was bleeding everywhere.
Man, look, people looking at shit.
And everybody looking at us. Dario was like, stop yelling at me. I was like, nobody yelling at you, bro. Just get us out of here.
Sarah was like yelling and shit.
No, I was trying to help you out. But of course, you know how men just be toxic.
No. I was embarrassed because I'm feeling bad about I done cut Sarah done slip. At first I was like, you need better shoes. But then I'm like, no, I didn't want to say that.
It's literally your fault. I was sitting in the cart. And here's the thing. I have like a fear of dying from... what's the thing you get from like rusty metal if it cuts you? Tetanus. That's my biggest fear in life.
That's the biggest.
I can't remember when I took my last shot, so I don't know if it's been 10 years. It might have.
That shit is crazy. So y'all.
So this rusty ass bike.
Ben, look.
Cut the shit out of me.
It did, and I felt bad. I'm getting yelled at. Other people
no one is yelling at
everybody was like, yo, you good? I'm like, man, good. I got out the little.
Leave me alone.
I got out the little buggy. When I tell you, I picked this thing up like fucking
for no reason.
No, to get it out the ditch. I took it and drug it back to the...
It's on wheels, so he could have just, rolled it.
I manually reset that bitch like it was Mario Kart. I put that bad boy back on it. Y'all got the best of your boy there.
Yeah.
I was down bad.
That was down bad.
I was down.
And then we got rained on.
So y'all, then we... This rain fucked us up because we talking shit.
Because we talked so much shit. So don't talk shit.
We were waiting, man. I had my camera out. The camera, everything is soaked. We just at one point we just said, fuck it. Who cares? At this point, it's too late. Ain't not an umbrella in sight.
Yeah.
Y'all.
It was rough.
And then, long story short.
That was a long story.
Long story short. Hey, look. All week, man, look. The baths of Caracalla.
Well, I was gonna say these are things two things that I didn't when I was planning the trip weren't on every single recommended things to do. It was only on a couple, so I think we should flag them because they were actually super cool, and I definitely recommend them. Very affordable, like some of the most affordable things we've done. The baths of Caracalla were only $8.
Absolutely,
€8. I mean, with the VR.
They let them know VR. So y'all, this experience. So the baths of Caracalla were.
Is it Caracalla or Caracalla?
Caracalla.
It's double L.
Yeah, they pronounce them. I believe. I'm not. I don't.
Said, as an Italian.
Yeah. As an Italian. As my name is Dario. That's how, that's what my people say. No, but so the baths were kind of like a. Country clubhouse.
Yeah, it's an ancient country club basically that used to have a library and had actual pools and like massages, and you would go. There's gymnasiums and stuff like that, and so obviously it did not last through history because it's thousands of years old, but some of the walls are still up, the pool is still there, the gardens, they've restored them, and so you like walk through the path of what this bath used to look like, and these VR glasses, you take them on and off, and you it kind of recreates what it would have looked like, and it's absolutely magnificent. I don't know why more people aren't like talking about it. It's by far the shortest line we stood in. Yeah. By far one of the cheapest things we did.
It probably one of the dopest things.
It was so cool, and there's a hidden piece of Chicago in there, so
you gotta go find it.
Make sure you check that out.
Go find it.
It's fun to just like hang out in the garden. You get an hour and a half with the glasses. They do take your ID when they give you the glasses, and then you get them back when you hand back the ID. But it was so dope. No one bothers you. No one talks to you. It's just you. You do your own guided tour, and it's really, really cool. You could also do it without the glasses, but definitely recommend it because you get a visual of what it would have looked like, and some people need a visual.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't be reading.
People don't be reading. I got another one. Now this one is like a. So you got this. I'm gonna leave the Spanish steps alone for a second. I got a restaurant in the neighborhood. So we were in the neighborhood, and we walked to this breakfast spot. It's like more like a pastry spot. It's just a shop, right? So they sell all kinds of stuff. The restaurant is called Arboreto. AR space Barretto Boretto.
Are you asking me?
Man, no, I was.
Okay. I was like, you're looking at me with a question.
Your boy was trying to read his own handwriting. No, but so the reason why I recommend this, the food was good. It was it's a beautiful walk through the neighborhood if you are in that area, right? But there was this nice lady who is from Ukraine and speaks fluent Italian because she lived there for 30 years, and she was probably one of the nicest people that we met, and enough to be like, hey, we want to recommend this place. Go here. The food was good. We sat outside.
She made us paninis.
She did. And what was really dope is that you had the people from the neighborhood also came and just sat outside. They were just talking.
It's definitely one of the reasons why we picked that hotel, because we wanted to be in a neighborhood and to experience things like that.
Yes.
So we would just spend the morning walking around the neighborhood, and we'd just grab an espresso somewhere. Where no one spoke English. And you got to get yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. Definitely recommend as a place to eat.
Again, there's so many things to see and do. There's like views near the Vatican where there's bridges where you can take dope pictures. Yeah. There's a castle by the Vatican that you can. There's a river walk that you can go down. Yeah. You can go to like Trastevere, which is the neighborhood across the river, and you can have drinks on the river. Like there's so much to do and see in Rome that like we could not possibly summarize it into one place, and like. We just had the best time.
The best time.
Actually, we really loved it so much. People were like, "Yeah, it's overhyped." I don't think so.
I don't think so at all.
I think if you are if you love history and you love just experiencing a big city, Rome is such a dope place. You are literally like everywhere you go, you're going to see a piece of history on the ground. There's a fallen column, like literally everywhere.
Yes, everywhere.
We were stepping over fallen columns,
tripping over ancient history.
Literally, like it's just so cool. I think the people in Rome are super used to tourists. Everyone is very friendly. Like truly, we didn't experience anything that was that made us feel uncomfortable or weirded out or just like no one said shit to us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was good.
Like actually, we just had such a great time.
Yeah. So next time if you are thinking about going to Rome, we would definitely recommend not only go see the sites, the obvious sites, the Trevi, the Pantheon, the Colosseum, but man,
walk around the neighborhood.
Walk around the neighborhood because that's where the fun is at. You're going to stumble across a castle,
a bar,
something. Man, something. Everything has something really cool, and just talk to the people. That's one thing I'd recommend. You don't know the language, but kindness is universal.
Yeah. I mean, we sat at this one cafe next to this guy, and we started talking to him in English, and then he was like from Colombia, and we started speaking in Spanish, and like you just meet people and like be open to that. I think so, like when I first started to travel, especially as like an Arab, it was super scary for me to like put myself out there and like talk to people, strangers, because you never know people's intentions.
Right.
And like you want to be cautious, you want to be safe, obviously. But I think you learn so much about people by just talking to them. You just learn so much about the culture and stuff like that. So put yourself out there and experience Rome. If you want the full itinerary, it'll be up on our Patreon. It's $5 a month to be a Patreon member. It helps support this podcast and keep it going.
Yes.
You absolutely do not have to be a member if you don't want to, and that's fine. You just want to laugh at these jokes and
just listen to these mishaps.
Listen to these mishaps and catch a little recommendation here or there. That's totally fine. But if you do want to support us, that is a great way to do so. You can also support us by engaging with our content on Instagram or TikTok. It's Traveling POC on both platforms. Anything else?
No, that's it. I was just gonna say, hey, thank you, Rome. That was a very fun trip. Got my
Super
passport
memorable.
stamp.
Yep.
It's $8 for the visa though. Just we ain't say that.
Well, we said it in the last episode.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me. Yes, that's right. Did we say it in the last episode?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening,
Yep, that's
Dario,
cool.
for listening to the first episode. Good thing we know we got one listener.
Well, hey, y'all, this is the start of a journey, y'all, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man.
We'll see you next week.
Episode 1.1. 1.2? we'll see you.
Just cut this shit off.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, please consider rating and leaving a review.
And if you could, please follow us on all social medias at Traveling Wild POC.
And if you'd like to suggest a destination, we can't promise that we'll go, but you can email us at media@77, that's the number 77, flavorsshy, CHI for Chicago.com.
And we can tell you one thing, we will be going next week. So get ready for takeoff. Another dope episode. We'll see you then. Peace.